Hello, friends. Good evening, everyone. So it's me, Rekha Rawat. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm back with another video that is the description video of second 5 things that are most important while you arrive in Perth, Australia. So what are those 5 things? Let's just quick summarize it. Okay, the first thing is buying a grocery items, making a transportation card, and then applying for AVN, and then making a resume, distributing a resume nearby area, and definitely after making a resume we need to print out it, and then after we need to visit different location around where there you live. So I'll elaborate you, explain you all those 5 things in a very brief way so that you can understand what you must do after arriving here, the second most important thing. So whenever you get a time, or the first thing is buying grocery, so which is definitely a mandatory thing. So whenever you just arrive, but it depends where you stay. So if you are staying with your family members or relatives or with friends, so there is no big deal that you need to buy one, but not everyone has that um, kind of luck, we can say. So for those who are staying single, or I mean those who are coming Australia for the first time and they have no relatives and no other friends, so they need to stay alone and they need to buy definitely a grocery for at least 1 week. Maybe they can go with their friends or anyone, or sometimes people need to go by themselves, asking other people's where the shopping center is or where can I get those things. So it depends in which situation you are. So whichever situation you are, if you are staying somewhere you need to buy something, as a newcomers I will just suggest for them. So definitely buying a grocery, all the items that you, basic items that we must have during cooking. So it can be, as for me in my case, I bought a different spices. I mean, we need definitely salt, um, turmeric, and what are other things, cumin seeds and other sort of spices that we must have, and some of the vegetables and some snacks if you want. So few of the items, and we definitely need a few utensils to cook our food. Definitely while coming back from our country, we will bring few of the items for cooking also. But in Australia we'll definitely need one or two plates or cups that are ceramic, made of a ceramic, because we need to reheat every time when we after cooking. So ceramic cups and plates we can buy from Kmart, that are much cheaper than other shops. So same way I also bought that one. And definitely rice, I bought a 5 kg rice for the first I mean when I first went for a grocery. So all those things we need to buy. So just remember that we need to buy at least 7 days grocery, that 7 days grocery for eating, as well as the must ingredients or must, the thing that we must have for cooking. Definitely utensils, spices, salt and all, rice, lentils, and anything that you prefer to eat in a day-to-day activities. And I mean in a your day routine. So whatever you eat you can get everything here. There is nothing like that you cannot get this thing and this thing, but sort of you need to know where that is, but you will find out definitely after you spend a few time here in Perth, Australia. Definitely we are confusing when we were back in our country. So let's just say that quick summarizing, that we need to buy grocery at least for 7 days and we will get everything we need here. So that is the first thing. Okay, what was the second thing we need to do is making a transportation card. Definitely we came here before orientation of our college. Some people come during orientation or after orientation, but I will talk about the people who come mm, before orientation, their class orientation. So uh, so we need to travel. But when we after getting into enroll into college, we will definitely get our student card. With that card we will get attached or different transportation card there, where we will get some discount on it. But till the time uh, we need to travel. So for that, for my ease, what I found easy is to get one travel card with, I bought it with $10, and I recharged it, or we can say loaded it with $20. So it was quite easy for me that I had a card, and I need not to read I need not to buy a ticket every time when I travel. So better, I suggest you guys to get that card if you want to use for a longer, if you have a must time or a must days. uh, I don't mean must days, but if you have like more than 15 days, 10 days till your enrollment, so you can get that one card. Otherwise you can buy a ticket whenever you travel. Every time you need to buy it, so it's sort of hectic, I feel, because we need to travel every time, each and every time. So that is the thing I prefer you guys to buy, what I did also. So I bought that card. Okay, that is the thing about traveling. So one another thing I want to say about the traveling is, so while I was back in my country, I used to think like that in a Perth, it shows like I had one of my sister here, not a sister on sister, but my friend's friend. So she helped me a lot. So with the help of her, I got to know everything, and she get me every kind of a help. Okay. Okay, what I want to say about traveling is, back to my country, I used to think that it may be very far if we have a 20, 30 kilometers, or maybe if it's even 15, 20, more than, if it's more than 20 kilometer or 15 kilometer, I used to think like, oh my god, how far it is from this place, and like this. So it was all my exaggeration, I can say. But in Perth, Australia, you need not to worry about the distance, because um, most of the places we need to travel at least, if it's very nearby our living area or wherever we stay. So if it's too much near from your stay, so only that time it would be a much nearby. Otherwise, if you need to travel like a 30, 40 kilometers, that is also not even that much. What can be said? So let's say that I have my college here from almost, I'm staying in a Beckenham area. So it takes almost 2 hours to reach in a Edith Cowan College. So it's like, I have no exact location right now, I don't remember. It must be 35 kilometers or something like that. So to travel that also, it's not a big deal here to travel that much long distance, because many people went for their work, college, so they definitely need to travel at least 1 hour 45 minutes from their stay. So you need not to worry if there is a distance showing that 50 kilometers, 40 kilometers. It's not a big deal if there is even 50 kilometers. So we can go by travel by trains and bus. So most of the time, for a public or a student, we can say, for international students, so the most feasible, or we can say the most used by most transportation used by students are trains and buses. So they are easier also. Like if we have our own vehicle, that would take a much time, because we need to stay in a jam, traffic congestion and all. But if you went by a train or buses, not by buses, but if we travel by a train, there will be no traffic jam and no nothing. So it will take a few minutes to reach in a destination from your destination, even if it is too much far from your place. So I can say for 15 to 20 kilometers, it only takes about 20 minutes in a train, not so long. So okay, this is about a transportation. So next we will talk about ABN number. So as we already talked about the TFN number, tax file number, in the first video, first 5 important things. So this one is the second important thing that we must have, because while talking about a TFN, it would take more than 2 weeks to get a TFN number. So if we are working in Australia, we need a TFN and the ABN numbers. The most important is the TFN. So the ABN number is an alternate till if your TFN is not in your hand, TFN number is not in your hand, then you can apply for a ABN number that will immediately give you, after filling all these forms, you will get immediately the ABN number, and that would be applicable for your job purpose. So I suggest you to get one. You can fill up the form of ABN in online as you did for a TFN number. It's easy. If you are traveling this much far, you can just search it in a YouTube video, or anywhere you can search in a website that will give you a step-by-step process what to do and how we need to fill up those forms. So that is the thing about ABN number. So what next we have? Okay, the next most important thing is making a resume. So after doing all those steps, we definitely need to work here, because the rent is too much high here. I mean to say, we definitely we will not carry that much money that we can survive here for a longer time. We can survive if we take a lots of money from there, but even that lots of money that is in our country, but not here, because I had a $2,000 when I was coming from my country. So okay, let's not talk about these things. Just talking about. I will talk about this. Resume. Okay, back to our country. Whatever we have experienced, I think it will work during our work. So while we work in some places, that will definitely help us, and that experience will help us. But for getting a work or for getting a job here, that experience will definitely, I think, in the starting it will definitely not help us, because mm most of the cases, what I uh, felt was the reference works here the most, because if someone referred that she or he is the good person, you can select in your work. If you have a hiring, if they say sort of things, if they are working, so if they gave you referral, so in that case, that reference will definitely work much better way rather than yourself. But it's not like that it will not work. Definitely it will work, but what we need to do is making a best resume possible, and we need to add our availabilities, that which day we are available and what kind of work we are looking for. Or what I suggest you guys, in the starting we cannot get very much uh, luxurious or a very sort of a settled work. So in the starting we need to search for kitchen hand, front of the head, waiter and waitress. So these are the sort of kind of works that can be easily, not easily, but that those are the works that we can get faster than others, because other job will take a time. But in a restaurant or hospitality sector, that kind of work we can get much easier than others, and it will take less time than any other works. And same thing for applies for a housekeeping, cleaning jobs. So sort of things, those are the kind of works we can apply for. And one another thing for the boys, I think it's a trolley collector, cleaning jobs definitely. Uber. Boys can do Uber. Not boys can, the one who can drive easily. They can get a taxi or a car hired, and they can do Uber on it. And if they want on a cycle, then on a cycle also they can do Uber and all those things. So delivery system same here. As I know DoorDash, Uber, I only know True because I haven't done anything like that. So I know just about those two things. So these are the things um, now coming while talking about a resume. So definitely we will make a best resume possible. We cannot adding a lots of things, just availability, sort of few experiences we need to add. Definitely we need to add experience, otherwise they will not even see our resume. But I will suggest you, or I will guide you what to do next after making a resume. So you made a resume, you go to the office works. So the least money you need to pay while you go to the office works for printing. So if you do it by yourself, then it will cost much, a bit less a bit less than if you print it with uh, let others to print. So definitely you need to print by yourself, because you will get to know how to do these all the things. So what I did, I had a no idea how to do and how to do, but I went to the office works, and I went there and just see that print by yourself. There it is written full, I mean bigger letters. So I went there and I just watched the computer, we can say, and instruction, following the instruction. If I get stuck in anything, then assist I call someone to assist me with that. There are lots of people working in that area, so I called because I was definitely confused. I was doing for the first time, so I called them and they guided me, and step by step I did those all things, and I print out my CV. So definitely you will need to do that, and you must do it by yourself, what I suggest you, because if you stuck in that also, that's no problem, because you can ask them how to do these things. So okay, this is the thing you need to do. Okay, what next we need to do is, after getting a printout of CV, so what I suggest you to do first, in the first after printout, you should go to the shopping center, I mean Westfield area in Perth, Australia. As I have seen, there are lots of shopping centers. The most biggest shopping center around you, nearby you can go there and just go inside, because there are lots of cafes around there, and mm, you have a higher chance that maybe some of the cafes they are hiring people. So definitely you went there and you try to talk with manager, definitely not with the employer, because they don't know either they are hiring or not. They had no idea. Mm. So you need to talk to manager. For talking to the manager, you need to arrive there in early time. So you will meet them in the early morning. Otherwise you will not meet them, because they went to other places to, maybe they had other works to do also. So you need to go early in the morning, so that you can meet a manager and talk about them. They hiring at the moment or not. So if they are hiring, or in the future if there is a chance of a hiring, they will definitely tell you to keep your resume here, and they will definitely call if they have a vacancy in a time. So that you can do. And what I suggest you, as a student, we are not working as a full time, definitely. So so mm you for getting a faster work, you should go to the cafe restaurant areas and distribute your CVs as possible as you can in the starting. So after that, you just went to your room, or just search in a Google, and wherever you have a nearby cafe, wherever you stay, nearby cafe areas, restaurants, or anywhere for housekeeping, kitchen hand, like waitress, waiting staff, anything. So if you have other experience, you should have added in your resume. Okay, that are the things you should do after getting your resume printed. These are all the 5 things you must do after arriving in Perth, Australia. So there are additional other things also in these things that I have talked about. So the first thing I talked about a grocery. There are lots of things we need to know about grocery as well, that I will keep make a video in the future, because where we can the cheapest grocery, what kind of grocery we get in. There are lots of brand. I mean brands of shopping centers for grocery, Woolworth, kind of Spreadsheet, another kind, and NP Market. There are lots of such type of shopping centers that can be for your grocery or for clothes. I haven't bought anything till now, so I don't know about clothing and all these things, but definitely a few things about the grocery, because everyone needs to buy grocery. So about the grocery, there are lots of things we must know. So definitely I'll make another video in future. So for now, this was for grocery. And what was our second thing about transportation? You definitely know lots of things now about the transportation. So if you have any questions, um, I mean related to transportation, grocery, and anything that I talked about in the video, you can comment me in the comment box. So whatever I know, I will definitely try to tell you guys. So mm it's been around 2.5 months, I think I am here in Perth, Australia. So it's a different feeling right now, because um, lots of things I went through during these almost 3 months. So lots of things uh, I went through back in these 3 months, I can say. So the time will definitely change. You need not to hurry, but you need to be very active. So you need not just you must not sit like and keeping your hands on hand and just sitting inside and sleeping and overthinking. You must not do. I will suggest you must not do like that, but definitely you went out of your room. Don't just stay in your room after arriving in Perth. You need to go out. You need to travel as much as possible, as much as you can. Either that maybe for work purpose, searching for a work, and getting to know that how all these things works as are working in Australia. How is the environment and all the things? Everything helps you. So I tried a lot to do lots of things. I will definitely tell you in coming videos. So I tried to maintain the video consistency to upload every day, but it couldn't happen, unfortunately, because things don't happen as we think like, or things don't go as we plan. So definitely there are lots of things happening in life, and there are sort of kind of things that we cannot even share in the video. So definitely I will try to make a video. And it's been a last 10 days, around how many days I have no idea, but I haven't uploaded anything. So today, getting lots of energy, and it takes courage to make a video and upload. And definitely time, and we feel so bored after working. Or I had now I had I am now work right now I am working. So I'm not working that much, but definitely I can pay my rent by my own right now. So sort of those things and lots of other things came in like as you can understand. So lots of things we need to do as we are here staying alone, doing our own things, and lots of things we need to do by our own. So all these things needs courage. Beside that, we need to make a sorry I need to make a video that I love to make, but I know lots of things because of these many of reasons I couldn't make. So I will try to keep the consistency and try to make video again and again. So okay, and is there anything left we need to talk about? I will talk in another video. So this much for today. I have talked a lot of things in this video, and I will try to make a different video that will definitely help you guys. I'll try to share my each and every details that I faced while after coming here and before coming to Australia. I will try to definitely share it with you guys. So stay tuned and don't forget to watch my video, like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.